And now it's the final part of the Road to WrestleMania countdown, talking through all the matches for WrestleMania 26. And this one I've saved till last because I know a lot of people are looking forward to this match. And yeah, you know what it is. Undertaker's streak versus Shawn Michaels' career. Undertaker versus Shawn Part 2, second year consecutive running. And yeah, the build-up for this match has been pretty good, definitely. There's been more of a build-up for this than last year, I believe. Especially as it's kind of following on from last year. I mean, for me as a fan for a while, last year's also I also considered the Hell in a Cell they had in '97 and the casket match and all that. And I'm quite surprised they didn't say much about the casket match, making Shawn out of action for 4 years last year, and they haven't this year. But that was all in the past. But perhaps WWE don't want to digress on the past for this one, even though they do with other matches like Bret Hart and McMahon. But yeah, as far as the actual match is gonna go, I'm not really sure if it's gonna be better than last year, but I'm sure with the stipulation of a no DQ, they are gonna just pull out all the stops. And I'm thinking this will get at least half hour to 45 minutes, and they will try and top it. I don't really know if they will, but I'm sure they will definitely try their best, and I'm sure the crowd will be very hot for it. It's weird. I don't really see Shawn Michaels retiring anytime soon, but he has been talking about it for years. I mean, it's at that point where you just don't know what to believe anymore when you read these stories on the internet and just stuff from all the top wrestling news sites. You don't know what to believe. I mean, today I read that there's a strong possibility Shawn's gonna lose because after WrestleMania he's taken some time out to do some reality TV show based around his life after wrestling with his family, and he wants it to be more of a positive thing instead of a trashy thing like Hogan Knows Best. But I don't really believe that either, to be honest. I mean, I've heard this before with Ric Flair and Jeff Hardy, that there's going to be reality shows on them, and Mick Foley, and where have they been? Nowhere, that's where. So I don't know, to be honest. I think if Shawn's gonna go out like this, it is a bit of a shame. Him as this kind of psychotic, oh, I need to be Undertaker, and just all dishevelled. He hasn't really been on the winning end of things recently, and I would have thought for someone like Shawn Michaels for his retirement, it should be on a big grand scale of things, with him going out gloriously. And there is a chance of that in this. But as far as build up goes, that's not how it's gone, really. I mean, Shawn's been showing paranoia and upsetness in the whole build up for this, and I think from a storyline perspective it would be pretty sad if he lost, especially if you're a Shawn Michaels fan. But on the flip side of that Undertaker streak, I think Undertaker's streak is something that is very highly regarded. I mean, in this day and age where titles barely mean anything, the streak still means something. It's been there for years, and yeah, 17-0 thus far. I don't think Shawn Michaels is the right person to break the streak, to be honest. Well, I'll take that back. I don't know if he is the right person, because I don't think he needs something else like this and another notch on his belt. I think if it was Chris Jericho or someone, that'd be something that could define them more, or a great heel like that. I think Edge could have been good to beat Undertaker and that. Imagine the bragging he would have done. But at that point, it wasn't going to happen. I think, in all honesty, I don't know if a lot of people agree with this, but I think John Cena, if it was going to be John Cena and Undertaker, I think a great fucking way to turn John Cena heel would to like end the streak by like some kind of like cheating method, and just like him acting all smug about it, and then back chatting at the fans and saying, I did this, none of you can ever do something like that. I think that would have been a fucking epic moment if that would have had the chance to happen. And who knows, it might have the chance to happen next year or the year after if Undertaker wins. But, you know, at this moment, it's the streak versus career. And I don't want to see Shawn retire. I could quite honestly believe them Shawn losing this, which will be a shame considering the storyline. But I think even if he lost, he will be back like 6 months to a year down the road. And I could totally see this going on to like next year's WrestleMania as well. Like, as in like a big trilogy, you know, like the Back to the Future trilogy, the Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Jurassic Park, or like those kind of things. But yeah, I'm at a point where I can't really pick a definitive winner for this. I know a lot of people are thinking Shawn's going to end it, and I think most people think Undertaker's just going to retain the streak. And I will be like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the streak personally. I think it's good that it's like something that they've preserved and protected for this long, but I think it would have been served more of a purpose for someone that like needs something big, like a big achievement to win and beat Undertaker. But another part of me just wants to like see Shawn end it to see what kind of reaction they'll get at WrestleMania, because like they both have a big fan following, and it is going to be interesting to see who the crowd's going to root for, because I've heard boos for like both men over the past few months. And yeah, it is, I mean, I don't know, I'm not quite as excited for the actual matchup as I was last year, but I'm definitely really anticipating what the outcome's going to be, and I'm very excited about that for itself. And I'm sure that it will probably be like the match of the night. I mean, I think like Jericho and Edge may come close, and even Ray and Punk, but I don't even think Ray and Punk will get enough time to like even contend with that. But yeah, I mean, it's looking to be a cool WrestleMania. The card literally looks pretty stacked. You know, there's only a few matches that like could be like average or worse than average, and I'm looking forward to like seeing the pay-per-view. Hopefully, I am gonna see it with some good friends of mine. But if not, you know, I'll just have to look forward to like seeing it on the internet the day after. But yeah, I definitely am hoping that I'm gonna get to see it live with some friends on Sunday, for sure. And I think that like every wrestling fan should just try and enjoy it. I mean, last year's WrestleMania wasn't up to par, really. I mean, it had Shawn and Taker, that totally saved it, and had a few other alright moments, but it wasn't a mind-blowing WrestleMania. And this year definitely has the potential to be, from all the build-up to it and the card itself. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoys it, and I hope it turns out to be good. And a spectacle. I hope like Kid Rock doesn't show up and like ruin it for a quarter of an hour. I mean, there's no like horrible Divas matches booked so far. That's good. But yeah, I'm recording this on a Thursday. This may well be up on like Friday or Saturday. I don't know. But yeah, give me your thoughts on WrestleMania 26 and the streak versus career. I know what a few of you will say anyway, but give me your thoughts. Cheers.